everybody, it's Doreen. I'm back today with a card that I previously made when I took my break in January and February. So the card I'm getting ready to show you that I made is actually a Valentine's Day card that I made for my husband. So when you see this video, Valentine's Day will definitely be over. But I did want to show you what I made and have you decide whether or not you want to make this card too, because you can not only use this for Valentine's Day, you can use this as an anniversary card or even a birthday card. You just have to make a few little changes on the front of the card. So what does the card look like today that we will be making? This is the card that I made for my husband for Valentine's Day, and this is a Snapdragon snippet card. So as you can see, it's in the shape of a toaster, and it has the word Valentine across the top. So you can change that. If you want to make this card, you can make it say something different. And it actually has a fold out card that's stuck inside that looks like this. So come on and join me, and I'm going to show you how I made this card. Okay everybody, so let's go ahead and get started making our card. So you should have gone ahead and laid out your pieces on your mat and gone ahead and cut everything out. And this is paper piecing, so just so you know, in case you don't like paper piecing, you won't like making this card. I've been finding I've done a lot of paper piecing cards lately. So the other thing that I wanted to point out, and I did mention this in the beginning of the video, is by the time you see this video, Valentine's Day will be over, and I am making this card for my husband. So even though it is a Valentine's Day card, you can change it up a bit, and you could make it a birthday card or you could make it an anniversary card. So let's get started with the actual toast piece first. So I've gone ahead and inked my edges, and this time I'm using the brush corduroy distress ink by Tim Holtz, and I've gone and done that on my edges here. And then I've also gone ahead and put in my print and cut piece that I had laid out on my mat, and I inked those edges with the brush corduroy too. Now I've got this covered up because it was a personal message to my husband and I didn't want everybody to see what it said. So what we need to do now is we just need to go ahead and put our top piece of the toast on. And I've also gone ahead and inked that using the brush corduroy, and I've put my pieces on, and I use my Xyron sticker maker that looks like this to put my pieces on, because I want to make sure they stayed on there pretty good. And I'm going to use my adhesive remover tool to get some of those little glue balls that are stuck in there off of there. So now what we need to do is just go ahead and tape this on to the front of our piece of toast, or our front of our card. So I'm going to use the ATG gun, and I'm just going to get some tape on here, and we'll add this piece to the top of the actual card. So I'm going to open this up, and I'm going to line this up, and I'm going to add this on there like so. So now we've got our actual card that's going to fit inside our little toaster, already done and prepared. So now let's start piecing together our actual toaster. So this is your main piece that you should have, and then once again I've used the Xyron sticker maker to add my other pieces. So we're just going to get our tape backing off of here, and we're going to add the little coil piece that's going to go right there, and I'm going to use my tweezers to lay this down so I can get it exactly where I want it. And we'll lay that piece right there. And actually we probably should have put our bottom piece on first, because we need that to line up. So I'm going to just see if I can lift this up for just a minute. We're going to take that off. And we're going to actually put our bottom piece down here on first. Now, I didn't run this one through the Xyron machine, but I'm going to try and do this one with just my Tombow adhesive. And I'll get tape along there. And we'll try to make sure we get some on the edge there. And then we'll just add that first. Let's see, we're making sure we're putting this on the right side, which we are. And I'm going to line this up over here first so that I get that where it should be. And then we'll just go ahead and start placing it down till we get it all the way completely down. And then I'll just press along there. Now we'll go back and add our little coil piece. And we'll just line that up like so. And then we'll press that down. So the next thing we want to do is we want to add our pieces here. So I'm going to go ahead and peel off my backing here, because I once again use the sticker maker for these as well. So we'll go ahead and we'll put these on using our tweezers, and we'll just line that up and place that down like so. And then once again we'll go ahead and add the right side. Now, if you don't want to have different colors for your toaster pieces, you don't have to do the paper piecing. You can just make it just using this piece right here. But I wanted to kind of make it exactly the way it was on with the Snapdragon card on the Silhouette site. So now the next thing we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and add our next layer. Now, for the next layer is going to sit on top of here like so. But what you want to make sure that you do is you're only going to put tape on anything that's outside of the score lines that the Silhouette scored. You don't want to put tape in between here, because this is where your card is going to slide in and fit inside there like so. So we will be adding tape along here, along here, along here, and then up here at the top. And that's the only places that you should be putting your tape. So I'm gonna, you probably can't see these score lines on the camera. They're kind of hard to see, but I'm gonna start showing you with the tape how we're going to do this. So I think what I'm going to do is, oh, we're going to use the ATG. I was thinking about that I would use the score tape, but I think we're going to go ahead and just use our ATG for this. And I grabbed the wrong one. I don't really want to use that one. I want to use this one. Let me get this up. Like I said, I don't like that wide width one. So we'll go ahead and let's make sure we get that tape up off of there. And we'll add tape along here and get some on the edge. And stay away from the score marks as much as you can. It may be a little difficult using the ATG gun. And maybe I should have used score tape. And then you're going to get some along here. And I think for along here, I may just use the thin score tape. Let's see how wide that is. I think that'll work. So I'm just going to line this up and get some score tape on here. So let me do that, and then I'll come back and we'll add this to the card. Okay, everybody, so what I ended up doing was I went ahead and just used my two-way zig pen to cover that top area there, because I was having trouble bending the score tape in the shape to go around that shape. So we're now going to just add this to the card, or to the toast, the back part of the toaster. And so now when you go to add your card piece, it sits in there, and it sits exactly like that, and that's the way it should be. Like so. And actually, you want to make sure that we get that tape down there flat, because you don't want it to go all the way. You want it to stop. So now let's go ahead and start adding the rest of our pieces. I'm going to just take that out for right now. So now we're going to put our top layer on, and we're just going to line that up. But before we actually add it, we are going to add our other shapes, and then we'll add it to this. So now we're going to put our heart pieces on here, and they've given you like a perforated heart, and this is so that you can line this piece up on here, so it would sit like so. So I'm going to use the two-way zig pen to add this. So I'm just going to bring a scrap sheet of paper over here, and we're going to get some glue on these little strip pieces and on our heart. And we'll make sure we get enough glue on there because we want that to stick. And my two-way may be at the end. I still hear some in there, so we're going to keep using it because it looks like it's not dried out. I always remember to put the cap on there since I've had so many dry out on me in the past. So we should have all of our pieces now with glue on them. And we'll move our little scrap sheet of paper out. It looks like I missed one spot here. And we'll move our scrap sheet. And we're going to put this up here for now. And we'll bring our piece back. And we're going to line this up with that perforated heart that the Silhouette cut out. Because you want to make sure you get that lined up. So it should look like this once you get that in there. And then you can go ahead and add your next heart, which sits down inside here. Now, we're going to put that one on and line that one up. And then once again, we'll use the two-way. So bring back our scrap sheet of paper. And we'll get glue on there. And then we'll add this one. Move our scrap sheet out the way, and then we'll take our tweezers and we'll make sure we get this lined up in here like so. And then that sits down in there. So now our next piece, which is the next heart, we're going to put that in the center there. Now I did run this through the sticker maker, but I think what I want this one to do, I think I want to have this one pop up, because this one sits down inside here. So I think what we're going to do is we're going to make this one pop up just a little bit. Just because I like to see things. I like the 3D dimension. So I'm going to sit this down in here, but I'm going to have it sitting up. Like so. So and it looks like I need to move my little piece down because I can see it just a little bit at the top there. So now we can add that back. And there we have it. There's our popped up heart. So now the last thing we need to do is add our Valentine up here at the top. And like I said, Valentine's Day is over, but you can, rather than putting the Valentine on there, you can go ahead and cut out the word anniversary or happy anniversary or happy birthday or whatever you like, and use that instead. Or you can just save this for next Valentine's Day. So we'll add that about right across here. I'm going to bring it down just a little bit. And then just go ahead and press it down. And I'm going to take my little adhesive remover tool. And I've been asked several times, where did I get this or what is this? This is by EK Success, and it's called an adhesive remover tool. Now, I picked mine up at my local scrapbooking store, but I have seen it online. If you just go and do a Google search on adhesive remover tool or EK Success adhesive remover, you should be able to find it online if you don't have a local scrapbooking store. I can tell you that I've never seen it at Joann's or Michael's or Hobby Lobby. So, just so you know. Okay, so now we're all set to add this to the front of our toaster. So, we're going to line it up just to judge it, and then we're just going to go ahead and use our ATG gun and put some tape on there, and then we're going to add this. And I probably should have added the 3D heart afterwards, but that's okay. We should still be able to get our tape on there. And I'm using some new tape in my HD gun, and I got to get used to making sure when I let release that I actually release the button. Otherwise you get a big gump of tape right there. So let's add this to the front. And there you have it. So now the last thing we need to do, of course, I need to add just a few little embellishments on the, probably just on the front of the toaster. We won't do anything on the card because we need the card to slide within that slot, and we don't want to have anything that's blocking it from sliding. And it looks like I need to make sure that's taped down as well. So I'm going to do that and also make my envelope, and I'll come back with the finished card. Okay, everybody, so I'm back with the finished card. So what I've done is I've just gone ahead and taken some of these candies, and I picked these up at a craft fair, and I added those along here at the bottom, and then I put one up here in the center above the heart. So here is our card that sits down inside there. And then I went ahead and made an envelope, and I didn't do anything special with the envelope. I used my We Are Memory Keepers envelope punch board to make the envelope. I didn't want to put anything on here because I didn't want to take away from the hearts that are on the envelope. And then the last thing that I went ahead and made for him was this mailbox, which looks like this. Now this is a Laura Whitlock file, and you can pick this up at the Silhouette online store, and Laura also has it on her website. And I'm not going to show how to put this together because she does have a video to show you how to put it together, and it's real simple to put together. And what I've done is stuck some goodies down inside here, some of the favorite things that he likes to eat. So that's it, everybody. This was my Valentine's Day gift or card and gift that I made for my husband for Valentine's Day. And as I said, Valentine's Day is definitely over by the time you see this video, but you can make this an anniversary or even a birthday card. Just take out the word Valentine and use some different paper. Thanks for watching, everybody. Bye.